Welcome back to the news. The development of a road, which was the basis for a challenge extended by UPFA parliamentarian Viduru Vikramanayake recently, commenced yesterday. The development of the road was undertaken by area residents.
I challenge them to bring down MP Namal Rajapaksa tomorrow. I will resign from my seat in Parliament and my position as organizer. Accept this challenge if you can. The basis for this challenge posed by MP Viduru Vikramanayake was the event that was organized to mark the commencement of the resurfacing project of the Nipe-Ingiriya roads. Although the event went ahead yesterday as planned, the chief guest MP Namal Rajapaksa and Project Minister of Ports and Highways Nirmala Kotalawala did not participate at the events. Honorable Minister Nirmala Kotalawala is due to arrive here. Although he was due to arrive here, I think that following what was reported in the media last night, he will not come here today. He is not in favour of the government breaking up. He is against the division of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party. You may have seen a statement related to our chief organizer Viduru Vikramanayake that was published in the media. Therefore, he will not be coming here today. We are saddened to inform you that this program will conclude now. Project Minister Nirmala Kotalawala's private assistant secretary too attended the event and explained the minister's absence. Minister Nirmala Kotalawala attempted to allocate a large sum of money for you through the Mahinda Chintanaya. You can tell them that if they are unable to build this road, then they should leave the government. The people gathered here today want a promise as to when this task will be completed. You can tell them if he cannot build this road, then he should go. Tell him to go. We will rally all these people and turn this into a major campaign. I wish to give you the happy message that this project will not be stopped and that provisions to the tune of 1.8 billion rupees will be made to complete this exercise that was commenced today. Although the invited politicians did not attend the event, the area residents initiated the project. Residents also unveiled a commemorative plaque. Subsequently, an event was held to hand over to the people the new library complex in Ingiriya that was constructed by the Horana Pradesh Sabha. Although Project Minister of Ports and Highways Nirmala Kotalawala attended this event, he refrained from addressing the gathering.
Minister of Disaster Management Mahinda Amaraveera says that politicians who waste public funds have to suffer in this life. He made this statement at an event held in Ambalanthuta yesterday.
The wishes of the politicians are that of being able to purchase a house abroad when they have a house in Colombo. What I have always said is that politicians, especially politicians who squander public funds allocated for development, masquerading as public representatives, will suffer in the next life and in this life. An event was held to distribute school uniforms to students of the Sri Gotabaya Sunday School and Sri Sumana Preschool, organized by the Gota Pabbata Raja Mahaviharya in Godawaya, Ambalanthuta.
The leader of the Democratic Party, Sarath Fonseca, participated at a public rally held in Kaduruwela, Polgahawela last evening.
If a poor man from these parts were to drink some treacle toddy for enjoyment or engage in some otherwise, then he will have to spend the next day languishing in a cell. In Colombo, a main road has been dedicated for a casino. You are in trouble only if you gamble outside that road. In the near future, they will dedicate a road for rape. For this too, they will pass an act in Parliament saying they have a 2/3 majority. They will all raise their hand and dedicate a road for rape. After that, they will dedicate a road for murder. Recently, I saw in the newspapers that a minister had said that unemployment in Thailand was eradicated after prostitution was legalized. So what are they saying? Now they have legalized gambling and they are saying prepare yourselves for these things as well.
On to one of our headline-making stories. 17 police officers, including the acting OIC of the Dikwala Police in Matara, have been transferred to the Matara Police headquarters. Police media spokesperson SP Buddhika Sirivardhana said that this action was taken due to the clash reported between the police and another group in Dikwala.
The fishing community of Nilwalla staged a protest in Dikwalla, Mathura this morning, stating that they were attacked by the police last night. They alleged that the police interrupted their traditional Kavadi dance, which was held following the conclusion of the annual Perahara of the Kemagoda Viharya in Dikwalla.
People engage in the Kavadi dance once a year. We have done it for the past 86 years without any trouble. The boys engaged in the dance last night as well without causing any problems.
Traffic along the Dikwalla Tangol and Dikwalla Belly at the main roads were halted due to the protests. The protesters then moved towards the Dikwalla Pradeshya Sabha. Talks were then held between a senior police officer of Mathura and the protesters. All police officers connected to this incident, including the OIC, have been transferred from the Dikwalla police. That order will be given in another 10 to 15 minutes. After that, they will not engage in any official duties in this area. Is there anyone in this police station that you like? You all will be given protection by the Police Special Task Force and from the Tihagoda Police and the Akurasa Police. I will not appoint anyone from the Dikwalla Police for the protection for the Perahara. Statements were also received from several persons who claim to have been injured during the attack. Meanwhile, a person has also been hospitalized and the police have commenced an investigation into the incident, which will be headed by an assistant superintendent of police. The police media spokesperson said that 17 police officers were appointed as replacements for the transferred officers.
More than 600 people are confirmed dead in flash floods and landslides in northern India, and officials fear the death toll could exceed 1,000. Also, more than 40,000 are still said to be stranded in the mountains of Uttarakhand state, with survivors being airlifted from the worst hit areas, and special trains are also carrying people to safety.
Search and rescue efforts have been stepped up as more downpours are expected. Early monsoon rains in India this year are believed to be the heaviest in 60 years. Vijay Bahuguna, Chief Minister of Uttarakhand State, said that he feared at least 1,000 people had died. He has also denied a claim by Indian Home Minister Sushil Shinde that the rescue effort had lacked coordination. Meanwhile, officials said that the severely damaged Hindu temple town of Kedarnath had now been cleared of survivors and teams were searching for the bodies of victims. Tourists and pilgrims were among those caught up in the floods, which washed away homes, roads and bridges. Many of those affected by the floods are accusing the government of neglect. Government officials say more than 33,000 people have already been rescued from the worst hit areas over recent days. Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh has described the situation as distressing and announced a 10 million rupee aid package for Uttarakhand.
Meanwhile, the Met Department states that the wind speed in the coastal areas in the south could reach 70 kilometers an hour in the next 36 hours. Duty meteorologist at the department, K.D. Sujeeva, stated that persons engaging in fishing and naval activities should be extremely cautious. The Met Department also noted that the central, western, Sabaragamuwa and northwestern provinces will experience intermittent showers.
Spill gates of the Kotmale, Upper Kotmale, Victoria, Mausikale, Canyon and Lakshapana reservoirs have been opened due to the rains. Assistant Director of the Nuwara Disaster Management Centre, M.A. Mudina Manjula, said that water has started to overflow from above the Castlereagh spill gates. An engineer in charge at the Castlereagh reservoir said that this incident occurred for the first time in the last 43 years. The Assistant Director of the Nuwara Disaster Management Centre said that the Kalani River could overflow as a result and warned the people living on the river banks to be vigilant. We inspected the water levels in the Kalanimulla, Kohilawatta and Totalang areas this evening. The water levels at the Nagalagang Vidya had increased by 2.3 meters. Meanwhile, a tree had fallen onto Park Road in Nuwara, interrupting traffic. Our correspondent said that a heavy mist is being experienced in Nuwara, accompanied by intermittent showers.
News First You reporter Nimal Ilangakon from Kandy filed this report on the weather situation in his area.
The water level of the Mahaveli River continues to rise as a result of the spill gates of the Polgola Reservoir being opened due to the incessant rains experienced in the central province. Those residing on the banks of the river in these areas have been advised to be vigilant.
Nimal Ilangakon, News First You reporter Mahanora Lega Lexita.
Ignite for men.
Welcome back to the news. The book Some Notes of Hinduism, authored by retired Supreme Court Justice C.V. Viganeshwaran, was launched in Jaffna yesterday. The book has been authored in both the English and Tamil languages. A group including the Deputy High Commissioner of India to Sri Lanka and the President of the Sri Lanka Hindu Congress, Kandaya Neelakandan, also participated at this event.
Today
the Tamil people have to live physically and psychologically divided because they have no clear leadership. It appears that our people have become disillusioned after May 2009. It is not that we do not know that persons are conspiring to make our lives aimless following the end of the war. We have become like insects that are nearing an inferno. We need change in our lives. We need to have unity among us for this. We need a revolution. We must create a direction. If a change like this does not occur, then the identity of the land in Jaffna could be lost forever. We need to think about our traditions today. We also need to understand that we have been caught in a trap. We must clarify this to our younger generation.
Up next is a newspaper cartoon of the day. Two children were killed in a Rambukan area when a private bus ran over them this morning.
The victims of the tragic accident are 10-year-old Sasanka Mihiranga and his sister 2-year-old Masha Netmini, who are residents of the Dalugala area. Sasanka was a student who was preparing to sit for the scholarship examination this year. The accident occurred when they were walking along the pavement with their mother. The mother, 38-year-old Swarnalata, also sustained injuries as a result of the accident. She was first admitted to the Rambukana General Hospital and was later transferred to the Kegol General Hospital for further treatment. The police said that the driver of the private bus was taken into custody.